When a homeowners association considers installing a lift, the first point to bear in mind is always the space available for it. At MP, we know that each building requires a system that adapts to its specific characteristics. Thus, in the case of buildings without sufficient pit nor headroom to fit a traditional lift, the solution is called MPRS, both with respect to structure and civil work. MPRS adapts perfectly to the existing building with minimum work, guaranteeing the needs for its use and entirely satisfying the standard in force. Furthermore, it is equipped with a new SAB by MP safety system, an automatic car stop device that always manages to maintain the safety distance for the maintenance worker. MPRS has the following general characteristics: hydraulic lift with reduced headroom and pit, adapted to the preliminary draft of the standard for new lifts in existing buildings. Minimum pit of 300 mm and minimum headroom of 2,600 mm. Speed of 0.5 meter-seconds. Loads from 180 to 450 kilograms. 18-meter run-up to 375 kilograms and 16 meters from 375 to 450 kilograms. Safety level certified by TÜV Süd. It incorporates the new SAB by MP automatic car stop system. MPRS permits minimum distances both in pit and in headroom. Furthermore, thanks to the SAB by MP automatic stop device, maintenance jobs are 100% safe. The SAB system starts working at once, as soon as anyone enters the shaft. Let us see how it works by going through a typical maintenance job. The worker starts by indicating his presence in the installation with the respective signs. Then he accesses the electrical cabinet, where he verifies that the unit in general and the SAB device in particular work correctly, observing the state of the relative operation LEDs. If these indicate an operating error, the maintenance worker must not enter the shaft. After certifying that all the elements work correctly, the worker switches on the shaft lighting. If the worker wishes to access the pit, he makes a call to the lower landing, where he makes sure that no passengers are travelling in the car. Immediately afterwards, he places the car one floor above. He then uses the unlocking key to open the door, thus activating the pit access detector and locking the operation. This immediately activates the SAB device, turning on its beacon. If this does not light up, the maintenance worker must refrain from entering the pit. Continuing with his work, and after crossing the door, the worker presses the pit stop. Then he calls the lift to make sure that its movement is locked. Following this, he will perform all the maintenance jobs with the confidence that, thanks to the SAB by MP system, the safety distance will always remain intact. All the above actions are indicated on an information sign placed on the pit floor. If the worker has to access the car roof, he will go to the landing immediately below the access landing. There he makes a call to that floor to make sure there are no passengers in the car. Then he uses the stairs to access the floor immediately above, from where he calls the lift again. He then waits until the car roof reaches the height of the landing floor. When it does, he uses the unlocking key to open the door, activating the access detector and locking the operation. The SAB device is then activated. If the relative beacon does not light up, the maintenance worker must refrain from entering the shaft under any circumstances. Always with the landing door open, the worker switches over the button panel to revision mode and then presses stop. Finally, after closing the landing door, he performs all the maintenance jobs with the confidence that the SAB by MP system will always keep the safety distance intact. The above operations are indicated on an information sign placed on the car roof. To perform car movements during revision, avoiding the involuntary operation of the SAB system, there are some safety elements that control the run in both directions. When the maintenance worker finishes his work, he deactivates the stop and switches over the revision box to normal mode. Then he closes the door, making sure that it is correctly locked. Finally, he accesses the electrical cabinet, returning the lift to normal service, which, in the case of the Saab device, is expressed by means of the relative LEDs. The new Saab by MP system is an automatic car stop device that always guarantees the safety distance, both in pit and in headroom. Furthermore, thanks to its auxiliary long-life battery, the Saab system remains operative even after a fault in the electricity supply has occurred. Faced with this situation, if anyone had accessed the shaft, Saab by MP will enable the hydraulic rescue mechanisms, thus guaranteeing the maintenance worker's safety distance. If, on the contrary, there is no one in the shaft, the system will permit rescuing the occupants of the lift by means of the traditional hydraulic method. As proof of its reliability, Saab by MP guarantees the safety distances even if someone accesses the shaft after the electricity supply fails. Moreover, if the electricity does not come back for several days, the system will automatically be activated when it detects that its battery starts to run down. As we have seen, MPRS adapts perfectly to the preliminary draft of the standard for new lifts in existing buildings. Its installation requires minimum work, permitting a pit of just 300 mm, as well as minimum headroom of 2,600 mm. Parallel to this, the maintenance jobs are 100% safe, thanks to the Saab by MP automatic car stop device, which always maintains the safety distance.